Good morning, YouTube family and friends. Hope you had a great week. My week this week was stressful. uh, Today is Saturday, December 20th, 2025, and this is my week 91 results of being back on Mounjaro while dealing with a host of medical issues. So, look at my eyes just look so tired. Uh, the bags and everything under my eyes, a little puffy. But anyway, got my hair cut yesterday because I fly out this afternoon for my Christmas vacation. I'm flying down to Orlando to board a Christmas cruise on Monday. It's just a quick 4-day cruise, and I'll be back Friday, the day after Christmas. So I'll be spending Christmas at Celebration K, Carnival's private resort. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a new one that just opened up this summer. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm just praying that my myasthenia gravis symptoms ease up on me because they've been going wild lately. So, but anyway, we'll get more into that here in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start with my weight again. I've lost the last 3 weeks a total of 8 pounds. Now I lost 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Then that first week was 4 pounds. So this week I weighed in at 215, which is another 2-pound weight loss. So that puts me at 10 pounds lost in 4 weeks. Being on this medication takes away my appetite. And with me eating less and less, I get fuller fast. And I'm not snacking, especially at night. I'm not snacking on anything. So that's good from my liver standpoint. Losing weight, continue to lose weight is awesome because I was pretty much at the same steady weight for quite a while, and a little bit up, a little bit down. So I'm happy that I'm finally going back down again. So hopefully it's a good weight loss and not a bad weight loss. So, but anyway, that's where I'm at my weight journey, 215. My lowest I've gotten was 210. That was like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I was down at 210. So yeah, I'm so close to it, so close to it. Hopefully I can not only reach it, but surpass it. We'll see how it goes being on a cruise ship. See if my appetite comes back because I have all that food and junk food readily available to eat. So we'll see how I do on the ship. So, but I'll see. I'll be back Friday night, so I'll do my regular video next Saturday morning, and we'll see how it goes. So, but anyway, I had, as you all know, my mental issues these past 6 months has not been good. That's why I'm trying to get long-term disability through my work. And so we're still waiting on the decision. And yeah, last week I got an envelope. I don't know if I talked to you about this or not on last Saturday, so I'm just going to touch over it again. But I got a thick envelope from MetLife, who the long-term disability is handled by for my employer. And just like college, now you get a simple small envelope. It's a rejection, and if you get approved or accepted, you get a big envelope with a bunch of stuff in it. So I was so excited, thinking, okay, they approved me, thank God. When I opened it up, it's just a lot more forms to fill out. And a lot of the forms I had already filled out. And one thing included in there is they wanted another physician statement. And I just, oh my God, my anxiety and stress levels just went through the roof. Oh my God. I was thinking, God, again, my psychiatrist, their office policy is they don't fill out any forms for disability or give a yes or no of going back to work until they've seen and treated a person regularly for at least 6 months. So I was like, oh my God. And I had to I really had to push my primary doctor to fill it out for me, and she only filled out a few sections and noted on the rest of the sections saying, since she's not the one who's actually treating me, she just initially saw me, she can't answer a lot of those questions. So she just put, you'll need to speak with the psychiatrist when they're able to fill this out sometime after February 21st, because that will be my 6-month mark. So I'm like, oh my God. And then some of these paperwork I already filled out, why am I having to fill it out again? It's like, oh my God. Oh, I was so stressing. Then I went ahead earlier this week. I'm getting a stress headache just thinking about it. I'm starting to get pain right in here just thinking about it. Oh. Okay, but anyway, okay, so I settle down, Sean. I'm getting like hyperventilating. You're just talking about it. Settle down. Okay. Oh, so I called MetLife up, and I don't remember his name, but he kind of walked the paperwork through me, and I told him what I received, and he kind of went through each one, and a lot of stuff I did not have to fill out again. He says, no, we got that on the initial packet. So I just want to say, why did he send it to me again? But he wasn't the one who sent it out. So but he did tell me that we will need another physician statement. It's like, I can't get another physician statement. I really had to struggle to get it last time, and it was from my primary, not the psychiatrist who's treating me for my mental health. So I was like, oh my God. I think he could tell over the phone, my voice, how stressed or how anxious I was getting. Is you can hear it in the voice for sure. But I told him I can't get it, and so he said he would put a note on it to the higher up, the next level, whatever you want to call it, to let them know what I said, and he said someone from that team will be calling me. Okay. So God, I was like, oh my God, it ended up being a couple of days, and I didn't get a call. So it was like, oh my God. And then I went ahead and I sent an email to HR at my job, because my termination date, if I wasn't able to get the okay to go back to work, is going to be January 15th of 2026, so next month. So less than a month away. So I sent her an email, who my contact is in HR, and I let her know that I will not be able to get a release, go back to work yet. So I'll have to hit that termination date, and that I had a couple of questions for you. I asked, one, will I get a full paycheck on January 15th? Because we get paid on the 15th and the last business day of the month. So I asked, since my termination date will be January 15th, will I get a full paycheck on that day, or will 12/31 be my final paycheck? And then I also asked, when will I get my vacation payout? Because I have a lot of vacation pay built up. I'm actually maxed out, but they need to use, I thought it wasn't going to be as much, but I just looked online, and it looks like they're going to have to use, I think, around 15 vacation days to cover me through the 15th of next month. Thought she initially said I had enough for sick leave built up to only need a few days of vacation, but so she must have been mistaken. But anyway, I asked, well, when will I receive it? Will it be deposited in my bank account, because that's how I have my paychecks go? Or will it be a direct deposit? Same thing, if I do get a full paycheck on the 15th, will it be direct deposited, or will it be through the mail? You can see how this affects me, how much makes my anxiety get bad. I'm starting to shake. That's anxiety and not my tremors. So I sent her that email, and thankfully she replied the next day. So she replied on Wednesday, or was it Tuesday? I think I sent it on Monday after I spoke with MetLife. I sent that email to her on Monday also. So So she replied the next day. So she replied on Tuesday, and she thanked me for letting her know that I will not be able to come back to work. So she said she will go ahead and fill out the paperwork and send it off to MetLife. No, the paperwork that they will need from my employer for their portion of the application for long-term disability. And so she said, thank you for that. I'll get that sent off. And then she said, yes, I will get a full paycheck on January 15th. That will be my final paycheck. And as far as my vacation payout, I will get that on the end of the month pay. So I won't get a paycheck on the last business day of the month, but I will get paid my vacation payout. So it's like, okay. But she also confirmed, I forgot to mention, I also asked about my medical insurance, my benefits. Will that be terminated as of the 15th, or will I have it through the end of the month? And she said it's terminated as of the 15th as well. So after January 15th, I will no longer have medical insurance. So I'm like, oh my God. That's stressing me out, making me so nervous. So, of course, if I get approved for long-term disability before then, I will continue to have my insurance through my job. I will just have to pay the premiums. And instead of the work paying the premiums, I'll have to pay the premiums. So I hope I get approved for long-term. Yeah. So that's making me really nervous, really nervous. Okay. Let's say Wednesday, I finally got a call from MetLife. It was a woman this time, and she was actually my claim specialist. So that's who I'll be working with now going forward. And so I thought when I answered the call and I was talking to her, I thought she was the one who was calling me back from that guy putting that note out. She wasn't. She had been trying to get a hold of me. She hadn't been able to get a hold of me. So she was calling the house phone. Well, I don't never answer the house phone because I live with my dad and stepmom, so they take care of it. So I don't know why she had the house phone as my main contact. I have that as backup phone number and my cell phone as my main number. So, but she finally decided to try my cell phone number, thank God. And she was going through everything with me. And I let her know that I got this packet, and if she could verify what I heard from the guy from Monday who told me. And I'm glad I did that, because there's a couple of forms in there that I hadn't filled out yet. One was the verification of my email address, giving them permission to send me messages by email. And also the ACH direct deposit form to fill out if I get approved, so they can deposit my monthly long-term disability paycheck into my bank account. There was a form to give them authorization to request my medical records from my doctors, which I had filled that out the first time, but she says, go ahead and fill it out again. And she said, you do need to get another physician's statement. I was like, I can't get it. So I told her all about it. I told her what I told the other guy about it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that package included not only all that, but it also said on there, I had to get all medical records from all my doctors from the last day that I worked to current. So it's 6 months worth of medical records from all my doctors. I was like, how am I going to do that? It has to be done and submitted by the end of the month. So it's like 3 weeks till the end of the month. I'm going to be out a week for the holidays, so I won't be in town. So it's like, oh my God, how am I going to get all this? So it's like, oh, that added more to my stress. But so after I told her about that, about the physician's statement, and that my psychiatrist, they have a policy, So she says she'll make a note of that, and she will also get with that team to let them know. But she said she is sending the psychiatrist's office a request for the information. So request all notes, the treatment that I'm undergoing with the therapist and the psychiatrist, and the medications that they have me on. So they're requesting that. So hopefully the psychiatrist in the office will be able to get them that at least. No, they're not asking if what she thinks of if I can go back to work or not. They won't ask her that since they know she won't answer, or anything on their long-term the physician's statement. They're not going to ask her for any of that. They just want all the notes from her and from the therapist and da da da. It's like, okay, so I asked her, do I need to get all these other medical records? Because I told her that would give me like maybe 2 weeks. She says, no, don't worry about that. No, she's handling that. So that ease that eased my mind a little bit. But man, that was really my medication for my anxiety and stuff had been working for the most part, but this was too much again. And I was, at one point during the week, I was just sitting in bed on my phone, just messing around, and I was thinking about all this, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to get approved for a long time. I'm going to go back to work, but how can I can't go back to work? No, I'm so extremely tired all day, every day. My myasthenia gravis is getting worse. No, my arm weakness is getting worse. I can't brush my teeth without my arm getting sore. Like I had this lifted weights. You know how your muscles get tired after you lift weights because you used them, you worked them out. That's what it feels like. I can't take a shower without being unsteady, my right leg getting shaky or tremory. After starting to wash my body, both arms start to get muscle weakness in them. Washing my hair definitely, because I have my arms in the air. It just right in here gets that muscle weakness. Even just doing this right now, I'm feeling muscle weakness. I'm feeling that soreness feeling right up here already, just a little bit. And when I dry myself off with my towel, my arms are sore now. I feel like I just need to keep my arms down now. Just by doing that little bit, my muscle weakness in my upper arms go weak or get sore. Now they're shaking. So I was panicking over that. It's like, and I said, what can they deny me? It's like, how can they possibly deny me? I got so much going on. I got liver cirrhosis. I got generalized myasthenia gravis, which is getting worse. I got my sleep apnea. I'm so worried about what I'm going to do with my. Do I have my Inspire device removed from my body with the nerve stimulator, which has the battery implanted, and then the stimulator? Like, do I need to take that out so I can have MRIs in the future for my liver cirrhosis? Because my liver doctor said that she can't guarantee that we won't absolutely need it. She said, no, we could possibly do a CT, but that won't give us exactly what we're looking for. And so I asked her, because I told her what I'm thinking about filing a medical malpractice lawsuit against the ENT office and also the Inspire company. And so I need to know, do you think we will be able to skate by never needing an MRI, or will it get bad enough where we have to have an MRI of my abdomen to check that liver out so we know how bad it is, know how hard it is, and other things? Get a better view if there's a ascites buildup that the ultrasound might not be able to catch, because ultrasound I can get just fine, but it doesn't give you a clear picture, just shows you a little bit, just for monitoring purposes. So, but she said, no, I can't. She said, I can't guarantee that we will not that we will not ever need it. We could very well need it. So it's like, no. So I'm stressing over that for several weeks now. It's like damned if I do, damned if I don't. Do I have to go through the pain of surgery again to have it removed? especially since I know through the sleep study that it's actually working for me. It's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Now I'm having very minimum episodes where I stop breathing at night and my oxygen levels dip into the 80s, according to the sleep study I just had. So it's working. So that makes that decision even harder. Or do I leave it in and gamble that I'll never need to have an MRI? The stress of making this decision is like, I'm so angry at my ENT doctor and nurse and Inspire reps. I'm so angry at them. They kept reassuring me I could have an MRI. He said, I'm getting the newest device for this, and this one was built to withstand an MRI, so I can get an MRI. They kept reassuring me. They said, yeah, there's a few restrictions that they'll have to follow, but no problem. This device is set to get MRIs. It's built to handle it. And I asked several times before I decided to get it. So, and that was the final factor that I had to deciding to get it done, because I got paperwork from my pamphlet from Inspire saying you can't have MRIs. No, MRIs are no issue. Is MRI compliant, or whatever you want to call it. And they knew, I told them I had liver cirrhosis, so all of them knew I had liver cirrhosis. And the nurse, the Inspire rep, I kept asking. I asked several times, be sure, and like, will I be able to get scans? I just want to make sure, because I will need to have scans in the future. It's inevitable, especially as my liver cirrhosis progresses. I will need to have scans, and no problem. Don't worry about it. You can have MRIs. Don't worry about it. If they would have just said, yes, this is built to have MRIs, but with the restrictions, it might not be able to have exactly the MRI that you might need. They did not look fully at all the different types of MRIs that could be needed for different diseases. Because the radiologist at the place where I was going to get an MRI said that they misled me. They said, yes, you can have a simple MRI, possibly, but it will be for like your head or anything else. She said, I will never be able to have an MRI done of my abdomen because of those strict restrictions on it. I said, well, because I know I went ahead and I started research more, and they told me I couldn't have it. And I found something online. I don't know if it's true or not. No, take what you find online with a grain of salt, but it said you can have a 30-minute, no more than a 30-minute MRI, a simple MRI. And if you need to have a second one, then you have to wait at least 90 minutes before you can get a second MRI. And then if you need another one after that, you have to wait another 90 minutes. And then there's some other technical stuff, about voltage and strength. That was out of my head. No, that was over my head. So, and the radiologist never specifically said what restrictions would cause me never to have an MRI in my abdomen, but that's what I was told from the radiologist. So, if the ENT nurse or the Inspire rep would only have said that this is set to have a simple MRI, but with the restrictions, we can't guarantee that you'll be able to get different types of MRIs based on what you might need. If they would just said that, I would have never have went through with the implant, because my liver is top priority. My liver cirrhosis is top priority, even over this myasthenia gravis. They are causing me so much angst, so much stress. I'm so angry at them that I have to deal with this. I have to make a hard decision whether to keep it in and gamble or go through the hassle. Because me having surgery, going under anesthesia, is a more of a risk than a normal healthy person because of my myasthenia gravis. surgery before and even after can throw me into a myasthenic crisis where my diaphragm has trouble with me. It can't help me breathe anymore. So I would have to be on a ventilator to help me breathe until it gets back to normal again. And I could die from it. So I'm so angry at them. But anyway, okay, I gotta stop talking about this. So I want to end it there. I am taking my Mounjaro shot. So hope you all have a great week. You all have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy being around your family and friends. If you're traveling, be safe. So, okay. I love you all. Take care.